Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I last uploaded and I really apologize for that. The last couple of months has just been super busy, just every day has just flown by without me realizing how much time has actually even passed. I've had a lot of commitments, family commitments, work. I do this outside of a full-time job. So yeah, time has just flown by so fast. I haven't even had a moment to sit and play creatively for myself with makeup in a long time. And I just woke up today and I was craving, actually I've been craving this for like the last 2 weeks, just waking up every morning and wanting to sort of let my creative juices flow with makeup, and I literally just haven't had the time to sit and think about it, or sit and, you know, have time to even outside of filming, you know, play with some of the new products that I've been wishing to try. So today I woke up and I just thought, you know what, I don't know what's going to happen today in my day or not, but I do know that I really want to just sit and play with a bit of makeup, play with some new products that I haven't tried or tested before. I haven't really gotten much from this brand before, and I haven't really tested this brand out before in depth, so I'm really excited to just, you know, play with a bit of new makeup and almost have a therapy session with myself. Makeup therapy, this is something that I used to do a lot when I had a little bit more time. It's just, there's something so therapeutic about sitting there and allowing your creative juices to flow in an artistic way. And for me, makeup was really one of those things that really just like filled my soul with you know, just happiness. If it's just sitting there chilling out for a bit, throwing on a movie or throwing on a playlist and just sitting there and having fun, playing around with formulas, playing around with looks, getting creative. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. I'm going to have a little bit of a makeup therapy session, and I just thought I'll film it because I haven't uploaded a video in a while, and I thought, well, you know, people like to watch these makeup therapy session videos, or you know, just watching someone be creative. I thought there might be an audience out there that wants to see that as well. So I'm not going to sit and talk through each product or do a review product by product of this brand. I really just want to sit, play with it, play with the formulas, play with the looks that I can create, and then I'll probably give you my final thoughts right at the end about how I felt about the products and what I think about them, but I'm not going to, you know, sit down and actually talk through. It's not going to be a really talking video as such, so I hope you guys don't mind that, and I hope you still enjoy it. Let's get started. The brand that I am going to be playing with today, and the products that I'm going to be trying from, is none other than Makeup Obsession. So this is, I think it's one of the like sister brands to Makeup Revolution. And it's been out for a while, but I've seen a couple of their products, and I've seen their product stands, the Makeup Obsession stands in Boots, etc. But I haven't really, you know, gotten, you know, around to trying any products from them. So this was something that I actually saw on the Boots website, and I just thought, well, what better way to dip into the brand, because there's quite a few products here. There's brushes to try, there's face palettes, and there's eyeshadow palettes, and there's a variety of eyeshadow palettes in different colour schemes. So I thought it would be a good way to kind of test out pigmentation, formula. There's a purple palette in there, which purples are usually pretty difficult to formulate. So I just thought, you know, what better way to dip into a brand when you can try several different products. I'm not sure if this set or pack is still available on the Boots website. If it is, I'll leave a link down below. You probably can get the separate, palettes from the Revolution website itself, in which case, I'll pop a link down to that in the description box below. So make sure you check that out, and also whilst we're here, please like, share and subscribe to this channel. Yes, I'm really excited to dive in now, so I am gonna do just that. What I probably will do is do my base makeup first, because all of this is like face products in terms of, there's no foundation or concealer in this set, so it is just going to be eyeshadow, and it looks like a blush palette and it looks like a bronzer palette and a highlight palette. So all of that goes on top of your base makeup. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my base makeup and then come back and we'll crack into this. Well guys, that brings this video to a close. I did end up changing the lip colour because I was filming another video for Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me. It's at Lucky Muruga. I shall leave the details in the description box as well for that. But yes, this video is now coming to a close. This is the final makeup look that I managed to do. So I ended up using the purple palette to come up with this look. Purple is a difficult colour to formulate, and I think some of the shades that I tried, well actually most of the shades that I tried, I did try most of the matte ones. The matte brown worked really well, as did this one, and I used this in my brow bone and that was fine. I think the only one that I didn't really get a chance to test out was this lilac colour, which is coming across a little bit pastel, so I'm curious to try that in a look as well. They blended okay. I think the shade that I liked the most was this one here. That blended out really well. The brown blended out well as well. I can't say that, you know, there was much patchiness. A little bit of work to sort of blend them into each other and create this look. The glitter worked way better than I was expecting it to. It really held on to the eye primer well. Not much fallout as well, funny enough. There was quite a bit of kickback in the pan as I was dipping my brushes in, but not much fallout on the face at all. And yeah, the glitters, I applied it with the brush and you know, you can see that they are super reflective. Well, the glitters that I tested out was this middle lilac glitter and this gold glitter in the inner corners there. So yeah, I really liked this palette actually, and I'm really glad that I tried this one out. I've got high hopes for the other palettes. So there is a more nude one, so I'm expecting this to work pretty well. And there is a green one. Green is also a pretty difficult colour to formulate, so this I'm really curious about trying. There's a few pops of pinks and oranges in there as well, so it's a quite interesting palette in terms of colour combination in the pan. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to try that out. There's only 2 shimmers in this one. Well, actually no, yeah, there's 2 shimmers and 1 glitter, so it looks like this one and this one are shimmers and that one down here is a glitter, and the rest are all matte. So be really interesting to try that one. And then there is of course the pink palette, which again looks pretty interesting. There's a white shade in there, which is, I don't know if that's a matte or a shimmer. Oh, it's a matte. It's more like a satin finish. So yeah, I'm really excited to try out these other palettes as well. So coming on to the other palettes, which was the blush and the highlighter palette. Oh, I actually thought that it was a bronzer palette, but it's a blush palette, this one. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I think I have tried better blushes at the drugstore. Initially, I did have quite a task blending the blush, but I'm not sure whether it was to do with the brush, because it's a very soft brush, and also it was quite a big, it's quite a bit bigger than the pan size, so it's a little bit difficult trying to just get the one colour that you want onto the brush. But also it was kind of like concentrated in one part of the brush, so I'm not sure if it was the brush. So yeah, I mean, I ended up having to dip it in and kind of really tap it on my hand to spread the product out onto the brush before going onto my cheeks with it. So I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not sure if it's the formula or if it's the brush. So I think I want to test this out a little bit more, probably with some more favourite brushes of mine. This is a really nice brush. It's very soft, but I think it's a little too soft. And I think this is probably more of a face powder brush. So if you've got translucent powder or you know, pressed pressed setting powder. I think it would work really well for that, but as blush, I'm not sure. I mean, the size is pretty decent. It's quite big. I mean, I've got quite a petite face as well, so I think a smaller brush would probably work better. But in terms of the formula of this palette, I can't give you a concrete review on it yet, because I think I do want to test it out with a few other brushes that I have. Again, it's a very powdery formula, so as I was dipping my brush in, there was a lot of kickback, there was a lot of you know, pigment sort of coming off of the brush as I tapped it. So yeah, I mean, the colours were very nice though, but it did take me kind of, you know, really tapping that product into the brush before I went in, and it did take me quite a bit of effort to, you know, blend it out. There was a little bit of patchiness that I was seeing on this side of the cheek, so yeah, I think we're gonna have to test it out. I'm gonna have to test out this brush with other things, and I'm gonna have to test out this blush palette with other brushes. So hopefully, you know, hopefully with trying it out a little bit more, I'll have a better idea of how I feel about it. The other palette, which was the All That Glows highlight palette, interesting shades here. There is a beautiful pink and gold one, a champagne gold, more of a whitish gold, and a orange and gold, sort of a bronzy highlight there. I used this one. Not my favourite formula at all, because it's very glittery. I think there are nicer formulas out there. I mean, I only tried out the shade here, but the others do look pretty glittery as well. Let's go into the other ones actually and see. Oh, that's quite a nice colour actually. Very reflective, don't take me wrong. Swatch the other shades as well. So this was the colour that I used on my cheek. This is the pink colour, that's the more orange toned one, and that is the kind of white gold one. And you can see they do look really pretty, you know, on camera, and you know, even on my cheek really. I mean, you can see that there's a really beautiful glow there, but I just feel like it's kind of sitting on top of the skin. And yes, again, a lot of kickback on dipping my brush. At one point I thought it was an overspray, so I kind of dug my brush in quite deep in there, and yes, there was just so much kind of glitter, and you can actually see the like amount of glitter that falls off. And I don't know if I'm about that really. If I show you on here as well, you can just see that it's kind of very glittery. I think this might work better on your eyes, so I'm interested to kind of try this more as a eyeshadow palette, maybe use this on my eyes and see how that goes. I think it depends on what your taste is in highlighters. If you like the more glittery look, then completely, you know, an amazing palette for that. Or if you're trying to do a more kind of a festival look, or a you know, summer fate look where you want the glitter to kind of stand out on your cheeks, on your face, amazing palette for that. I think there's a time and place that you can definitely do with a palette like this. But for a daily basis, for events, for photography, I'm not sure that I would be reaching for this one for my cheeks as a highlighter. Probably will go in with these shades at some point on my eyes to see how good that looks. But yes, I think out of everything that I tried today, this is definitely the least of my favorites. Stunning shades, but the formula very dusty, very glittery, and not really something that I reach for as my first choice in highlight. So the brushes as well, like I said, they're very, very soft brushes. I think I want to try these face brushes with some other products as well to see how they work, but I cannot fault the eyeshadow brushes at all. Well, I didn't really use this one, but I'm guessing that the softness and everything feels very similar to the other two. So yes, I thoroughly enjoyed this brush, but I really enjoyed this brush for a precise application of the shades. It's such a nice blending brush that is a petite blending brush. This is kind of what I've been looking for a while now. It's something that I don't have in my kit, and it really just allowed precise placement of shades that I wanted on my eyes, and I really enjoyed this brush. Actually, it's very soft as well. I feel like the brushes that I have that are a similar size to this are either too stiff, so you can't get a good blend basically, because it's just too stiff. It's not really moving the product around much, and it's too stiff, and it's hurting your eyes or your eyelids as you're blending. But this is super soft. It's a brilliant size, and yeah, I would definitely buy this brush on its own if I ever come across it, because it just did such a wonderful job at being so precise where I needed the darker shades to be, and actually blending them out along with it. So I enjoyed using these two in conjunction as well. This to kind of put where I wanted the pigment, and this to kind of help blend that out into the rest of the look. Really enjoyed these eyeshadow brushes. Not too sure about the face brushes. I think they're a little bit soft for my liking, a little bit big for my petite face. I think I would really like this brush as a bronzer or a blush brush, and this I think I would enjoy as an all over face brush for face powder. So I'm excited to try these as well. And yes, I think the product that I really enjoy the most is definitely the eyeshadow palette and the small petite blending eyeshadow brush. Those are my final thoughts. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. It's been such a long time, like I said at the beginning of the video, that I've just sat down and had a moment to myself, and I think that's what it for me, that's what makeup does. It allows me to kind of pull away a little bit from the real life world, and just have my own me time, just being creative. And it's a little bit of an outlet for me to just relax and really take my mind off of things, because when you're being creative, your mind can only really be in that zone. So if you're a little bit of a thinker like I am, try something artistic, try something creative, and I hope that helps you just kind of divert your mind for a little bit, and relax, and just get your mind straight, if that's what you're looking for. That's definitely what makeup does for me. It's a bit of like a therapy session, and I've really missed just sitting down and playing with makeup. Yeah, I mean, the last couple of times I've done makeup as well, it's literally been for an event, to go somewhere. I'm rushing to get ready, but I haven't had a moment to just sit and play, and I feel fulfilled after that today. So thank you so much for sticking through this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you do subscribe to my channel and like this video and share, and I hope to catch you in my next video. I shall be active on Instagram, so I will definitely put up on Instagram when to expect my next video. So if you don't already follow me there, please do. I shall leave my username in the description box below, along with all the product information and a few links to where you can get this set from. Like I said, I don't know if you can get this set as the whole set that it came in the whole entire box, but I can probably try and find the individual palettes as well and link that separately for you guys to try. So yes, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and a wonderful month ahead, and I hope that you guys will always let the light in. Bye.